On the latest episode of The Traitors, we see the continuation of Freddie's stitch up, and Charlotte successfully stitched him up to the point where he was banished at the round table, which was her. And honestly, it was executed almost flawlessly. Poor Freddie, probably very overwhelmed about being forced to be a traitor, didn't even think about questioning Charlotte's motive. And I think now, moving forward in future seasons, when it comes to recruitments, I think now recruited traitors are going to be more wary about, where they're being influenced to vote, because you can't even trust that now. Obviously, poor Freddie finds out that he's been backstabbed at breakfast because Leanne announces that the people who knew that she had a shield was Charlotte, and obviously Charlotte had bold-faced lied to him in the turret, saying that she didn't know who had the shield, and basically dumped his name in it. And basically the top suspects were Alexandra and Freddie, because they were the only ones that didn't know that Leanne had the shield. There were various options that Freddie could have chosen. He could have jumped on the Alexandra hate train, which I think would have been his best bet. Or he could have jumped on the Leanne, maybe she is lying about trying to be about the murder attempt and she was actually recruited. He could have jumped on that, but I think that Leanne has too many alliances. He knew he couldn't do that. But Alexander has been persuasive and he made it this far, so maybe he thought maybe he could jump on a bandwagon with her. Obviously, he did try and put Charlotte's name in it unsuccessfully. I think he just would have been on life support even if he survived this round table. But the whole thing with Mina, the lie that he said that Mina told him that Leanne had a shield, that was his downfall, because he got caught in a lie and he just kept doubling down on the lie, and it just kept making him look worse. And to the point where he's saying, oh, she told me at the bar, but if she got banished, what bar is she telling you this at, babe? And then the narrative that this was two traitors going at each other is perfect, especially with the intensity that Freddie was going for Mina. The whole traitor versus traitor narrative fit in perfectly. And like I said, he was bold-faced caught in a lie, and that was his downfall. Even Alexander turned on him. And then also, like Leanne pointed out, he clearly wanted to be the overseer. And when she was basically like, oh, I want to be the overseer so I can just find out for good, he clearly was like, oh yeah, like, as in, like, I hope not. And she clocked it. Obviously, he tried to come with his spin, and he's normally very good at arguments. Obviously, he studies politics, but he's just not a very good liar. And I think he was definitely caught under pressure. He got caught in his lies. You know how politicians do? They try to double down, they try to play dumb, but you got clocked, babe. And yeah, that was the end of Freddie. It was quite sad when Francesca voted for him. And then he had to go up there and say that he was a traitor. He didn't indicate to the group that he was recruited, but he did leave a parting gift, which was voting for Charlotte. He gave a vague-ish reason that she could get away with. But even that, it's putting her name on the placard still puts her name in people's mind. But yeah, that was the end of Freddie. I feel like he did stitch himself up there, but it was an uphill battle, and he succumbed to the pressure. But like I said, it was going to be a hard job for him anyway. But I gotta hear from you guys. Did we hope that he was gonna make it to the end? Did we hope that he was gonna successfully drag Charlotte down with him? Do we feel like he played it as best as he could, or do you feel like he fumbled it a bit? Let me know, you guys.